Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to your favorite show with your favorite bro. Quick Takes is back one more time to finish out week 15, send it off with a salute. And in this one, we have two teams in the NFC, one team vying for playoff positioning, possibly, hoping for a divisional win if miracles do happen. But there is the other team who's on the other end of the spectrum, where they're in a limbo where they're not going to have a top 5 pick, but they're also not good enough to even get close to the playoffs. So they're just stuck in the limbo. A fired head coach, the QB's hurt, the running backs hurt, the wide receivers hurt, the O-line's hurt, D-line's in, and your special teams coordinator, respectfully, is your head coach. Yes, I am talking about New Orleans Saints traveling up to Green Bay, Wisconsin, to take on those Packers in Titletown. And in this one, we have to roll with the home team. Why? Well, it is prime time. It is Green Bay at this time of the year. It is going to look absolutely beautiful. For true football fans, I think it's going to be a delight. For Packers fans, I think this is one of the best nights of your life. I think they're probably going to should be putting up over 30 points. Would be surprised if they don't put it up over 40. I mean, who or what do the Saints have? Yes, they are professional, but are they even, there are teams that when they are in that limbo or who are so terrible, that most of the coaching staff, the players, everybody has already melted in, and that they're already focused into next year. The energy in the Saints, I feel like it's lacking. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I can't really speak on it too much, but I don't know. There seems to be, Derek Carr, while he's not your Drew Brees, he is still a solid quarterback. The offensive line, when healthy, they put up over 40 points on the Dallas Cowboys week 1. So we saw the potential of what that could have been, but everything just went left after that moment. They got that Cowboys win. Life was great first couple of weeks, and then the bottom just fell out, and they fell through and sunk into the abyss. They have not recovered since. I actually believe they have not recovered since the pass interference call again in that Super Bowl with the Rams, when the Rams went on to play New England in one of the worst Super Bowls ever. Since that moment, I think the city of New Orleans, still has not moved on. They've had too many heartbreaks in the end of the Drew Brees era and that run. I think that energy's still kind of in there. Like, somehow, some way, that energy needs to be gone from there. Talking about energy, the energy that Josh Jacobs has brought to that offense, that team in general, I think he's one of the older guys on the team, which is not, pretty insane. Which is not common and pretty insane to think about. Already in his mid-20s, he's a leader of note in that locker room. Jordan Love, I think, if you just look at quarterback, I would take him over Spencer Rattler any day of the week. Obviously, no weapons. Shoot, what type of weapon do you want, and how would you like them? They get served up like that. You want speed, you got Christian Watson. You want size, you got Romeo Doubs. You want an X factor, you have Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks. Just the names keep on going and going and going. But the most important thing that I have seen for the Packers has been Jeff Atley and that defense. I'm going to keep saluting him. Have been on that bandwagon probably, I'm not going to say week 1, but definitely since the early part of the season. I'm not going to give it a week, but I have definitely been, shouting at Jeff Atley and that defense. And I want to add to the point, most of the last couple of games has been without Jair Alexander. He is still questionable. Hopefully he comes back healthy in this matchup. Javon Bullard, unfortunately, losing him in the middle of the field, that's going to hurt a little bit. I do believe Corey Walker might be out in this one, but Cooper has been, decent little piece so far. Hopefully he gets developed into a better piece, but he could cover for now. McDuffie's still there on that, linebacking core that they could handle the business while he's out, hopefully for a short time. Also for the Packers, they are going to be vying, for that playoff positioning. It does look like the division can be had possibly by miracles. We'll see what happens. Divisional game at the end of the season in Week 18. We'll see what happens there. But for this one, I think Josh Jacobs running the ball. They'll have a controlled and balanced offense. Like all the guys that I just mentioned, Jordan Love passing it all the way around. Defense, if Jari Alexander comes, that's almost an extra added on top, which is an insane thing to say. And Saints actually don't really have anybody. Hopefully they are still bought into the Darren Rizzi energy. They figure something out. Guys like Cam Jordan deserve better, but so far Saints have not shown anything. And after Alvin Kamara's injury last week, they are done for the year. I'll catch y'all very soon. Peace.